Hey guys, it's Mabel here. How are you? Hope you're well. This is the first time I'm doing this live on Facebook. Oh, it's live. Fantastic. That means we're on. Hope you're well. How's everybody doing? Just waiting for everyone to come in the room. Everyone in the room? Good. Fantastic. How's everyone doing? Hope you're well. Good. Well, let's crack on. We have such a packed show today, a packed show. So we're going to try and do as much as we can. Also, there's going to be a section where you guys can, I would love for you to interact. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, feel free to ask. And yeah, it's going to be a great show. And I can't wait. This is one of my favorite subjects to teach, which is songwriting. And also, we have a special guest today. I'm going to leave that as a surprise. So in about 10 minutes, our special guest is going to come in. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. Right, let's get to it. So, introduction. Hello, how are you? Mabel May here. Who am I? Mabel May. So I am a vocal coach, a singer, songwriter. I have to write it down because sometimes you forget, don't you? So I am a vocal coach, singer, songwriting, a writer, a teacher. The list is endless, businesswoman. So the list is endless. But today I'm coming to you as a vocal coach. I've been coaching for many, many, many years. I first started coaching others when I was 17. And from then I used to teach choirs. I used to train just various groups and everything. I've had quite an extensive, I'm continuously learning and perfecting my craft. So I've had like many years of teaching vocals, and I still do it. So I've got loads of clients at the moment, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. So about today's show, songwriting, one of my favorite subjects to teach. We are going to talk about all things songwriting. So I don't know how, if we're able to, songwriting is such a big subject that some people love music, love being creative and everything. But like songwriting is the subject like it's not everybody's strong suit. Let's just say that. It's not everybody's strong suit. And today I just want to help somebody to just help them to kind of like tap into that gifting. Maybe some people have had the desire to songwrite for such a long time, and like hopefully some of these tools will kind of break those barriers. There's always going to be like there's always going to be like when you're songwriting, there's always going to be like times when you might have like a mental block in your song. But yeah, hopefully I can help with that. And also, if, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to type them up and I'll try and answer them as much as I can. Cool. So let's go straight into it. Just looking at my notes here. Right. So when you think about songwriting, there's so many elements that involves songwriting. So many elements. You have to think about one. I've got here the concept, what it is that you're writing about, the lyrics within the lyrics within the music or the song, the genre, is it going to be pop? Is it going to be R&B? Is it going to be gospel? It's going to be classical. It's up to you what genre you're writing for. Structure, how it's set up. Is it chorus first? I'm going to touch upon all of these topics. Trust me, I try my best to do that. Yeah, is it the structure of the song? Does it start with a chorus? Does it start with a verse first, or does it start with a bridge, coda? All of these things, but we'll get into depth soon. And also the hook. The hook is one of my favorite parts of songwriting. The hook is basically the one thing that brings like it's memorable within the song. All of it will be memorable, but the hook, it's something like, for example, I'm just going to use this as an example. When I think about hook, I think about Rihanna, Umbrella. She goes, Umbrella, Ella, Ella, like, if you think about the whole song, all you do is like, oh, I guess it's here. I guess it's early. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna add our guest, yeah, and we're gonna talk about it. This is one of my special friends called Layla Lay. She's amazing, and I'm so glad, so glad to be having her on this live now. And I would love you to meet her. Layla is an amazing singer, songwriter. She's so talented, and you don't understand, this woman embodies so much talent, and I'm just so glad she's here. So she'll be joining us very, very shortly. So yes, talking about the hook, and the rhyming. Like sometimes people always compare singing, songwriting to like poetry, because that's what it is. It's like different words, how you put different words together, how it rhymes, like, you know, just rhyming and stuff. So there's so many different elements to songwriting. Let's see if Layla Lay is going to be joining us. Hopefully very soon. So she's joining. Cool, that's fine. So those are the main elements of songwriting. So when we talk about inspiration, like what inspired you to write that piece of music? I know for me, most of the times I will always record my if I have like an idea of a song that I want to write, maybe I'm inspired about something that I just saw, or like, let's just say a cat running across the street, and I'm inspired by that. That's just an example. I don't write about cats running across the streets. Something like that, an example of that. When I look into, like, I'll record it on my phone, because I don't want to forget it, because I have a really good concept, and maybe that's what inspired me. So every time I have an idea, it can even be a tune, it can even be a beat, a rhythm, whatever it may be. As soon as I grasp that concept, I literally take note of it and literally write it down or do something with it, record it on my phone. Yeah, so what inspired you to write? And also you have to think about what kind of mood you were in when you kind of had that inspiration. Were you relaxed? Were you in a quiet time in your life? Were you like in a place of deep thought? Were you focused on a certain subject, like I was saying, like a certain subject that you wanted to focus on? Like, let's say you wanted to talk about world peace. Was that the focus? Like, what was your focus when you were writing the song? Also, yeah, anything that comes to you, write it down, make a note of it, because that will help you to build. And what I was going to say, singers and songwriters, don't rush to finish your work. What I mean by that is you need to take time for it to kind of like, for all the creative juices to marinate. So don't be in a rush to finish your work. Just because unless you're, well, don't rush anyway. Don't rush. Take your time. Make sure you're building it. You're always going to change it. That's why sometimes when I write, I always write in either a pencil or, you know, those like those pens that you can write in erase and stuff like that. I always write in one of those. Sometimes don't rub out everything, just do it like a one-line cross. Reason being, because that concept that you originally had that might not work for that time, it can probably work somewhere else within the song. So I always think about that. The concept, what is it about? Is it about friendship? Is it about loss? Is it about it's a cliche, a place you visited, like a place like Rome you visited and you're like, oh my days, you were so inspired by Rome and stuff like that. So you can always like think about the place. And also, like, I know for gospel artists, they write about how they feel spiritually, how things are going on with them and stuff like that. Also, is it something that happened in the past, present, future, yada yada yada. So you can those kind of things can inspire you. Also, the lyrics, words and expression, how you expression, like how you feel. One of my favorite artists, when I was much younger, is I used to listen to a lot of neo soul music, and people like Music Soul Child. I was so inspired by his style of writing. Reason being is because when he wrote, I didn't feel like he wrote to tell me a story, and I was following that story. And most of the story that he wrote was about experiences that he was going through or he had been through. And those kind of just the way his way of looking at it, that his perception of like a situation was very, very inspiring. I just loved the way he wrote. Someone like India Arie would just look at simple things like the trees, the birds, and stuff like that, and how it's flowing, how things flow together and stuff. I was like, wow, these guys are amazing, 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 amazing. And so I was really inspired to write similar to their style, where it's like I didn't want people to leave without understanding what the whole song was about. I didn't want it to be just a catchy hook, which is great, but I just want it to be just a catchy hook. I wanted them to kind of like be like, I never thought about this, or I never thought about that, stuff like that. So that's what really singers that inspired me. Also, like Israel Houghton or Houghton, however you pronounce his name. He is one of my faves, absolute faves. Like when he writes from a place of knowing. He writes from a place of understanding. It's just, and it's so personable. So when he writes, it's all about how he's feeling at that moment, like in his deep time of worship. Yeah, definitely. So Israel Houghton's one of my favorite gospel artists. Also Kerry Jobe. Kerry Jobe is amazing. She's always writing straight, because I think I watched one of her interviews, and she was saying that everything she writes is straight from scripture. So she'll have the Bible in her hand, and then she'll pray like, Lord, what would you like me to talk about or something? And then she'll get inspiration from what she's reading or what she's studying about and stuff like that. So she's an amazing inspiration. Yeah, she's an amazing inspiration. Okay, so I think Layla's in the building. Please work. This always happens. I think she's here. I think she's here. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is my awesome, amazing friend, Layla Lay.
Hi.
Layla, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for joining me today.
No worries.
You are amazing. I was just telling the peeps how amazing you are.
Oh, thanks.
You are. I said you're amazing singer, songwriter, artist, everything. This lady is so talented. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Layla Lay. I'm a singer songwriter and a session vocalist. Yeah.
Cool. Just tell us more.
Okay.
And listen, she's very talented. She's not telling you the whole everything. Yeah? She's trying to hide some stuff. She's a musician in her own right, and she plays so many instruments, and some that are not conventional nowadays. But I'm not going to say everything. I want you to tell us.
So I play piano and I play the harp, which is
Isn't so amazing? She's I'm blown away. I was like, you in my books. Yeah, you are actually amazing. Oh. So Layla, today we're talking about songwriting. You came in at a perfect time because I'm a big fan of yours. I really am. And you have loads of stuff like you've written, and I know you're constantly writing because you're constantly in that flow. And I was just talking to our listeners about different what the different processes of writing a song. Like we talked about the concept, what inspired you to write it, the hook. I love talking about the hook, the catchy part, the lyrics. Like what kind of frame of mind were you? And I wanted to talk to you about how you do the whole music process and everything. So yeah, let us know.
Okay. Well, it depends really on the mood that I'm in. A lot of my songs, they're sort of when I'm in a state of being emotional. And it's the way that I write sometimes is like a way to get over a heartbreak. So for me, I always say once I've written a bad song about you, then it's over, it's done, finished, no more. That's it. That's all you're getting from me.
Cut.
Literally. So then, so yeah, like off my new EP, there's a song called Spanish Rose, and that song is directed at one of my exes, and the way that. Pardon?
That's a tune, by the way, and the video. You know how I feel already.
So usually the way that I write songs is it just depends really. Like I don't really have a specific way that I write it. So some days I'll like have a lyric stuck in my head, and then I'll go to the piano and start, you know, building chords around it and solidifying the melody. And other times I feel like I just want to sit at the piano and, you know, just start composing stuff, and then the lyrics come like that. And then sometimes I'm like, when I am at the piano, I start scatting. So that's a way that I like to write my stuff, is because it kind of, the way that my songs are, I don't really like them to just kind of be like that.
Yeah.
The whole way through. To me, it's boring to listen to. So I'm thinking it's boring for people to listen to me doing that. So I like to use scat as a way of doing it, because it kind of just goes up and down and wherever I decide to take it really. But Spanish Rose was one of those songs that I actually heard the music in my head at a bus stop. Like I was just standing at a bus stop one day. Yeah, it was really weird. Standing at a bus stop one day, and then I just heard din, 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 in my head, and I was like, okay. As soon as I got home, I ran to the piano, and I was like, right, I got it right.
Awesome. And that's the jam. That's jam. I will add some of your numbers on there so people can actually hear your stuff and all that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, amazing. So we have so many questions here. We have so many questions. Some people are asking, who inspires your writing? Like,
a lot of relationships inspire my writing. But also sometimes I write about other people's relationships and stuff that I see going on with them, and I'll write things from their perspective as if it's me that's going through it. So yeah, it just depends on how I'm feeling, really.
Definitely, songwriting, how I write is definitely how I'm feeling at that moment. And sometimes you need that space, that freedom to just write and just, you know, just feel like you're writing. And it can be about anything, literally. Like I can be writing about what I'm eating. Like I sing a lot when I'm about to eat. And if it's something that I'm looking forward to, yes, I will write a verse, the chorus, and the bridge. Okay, I'm that kind of person. I also write about my experiences. Also, I remember when I was writing one of my albums, people like, all your stuff is great, but we need you to go deeper. And it was hard for me to go deeper because I didn't want to, you know me, I don't want to give out too much information. Yeah. So it was like, but there is a market for people who want genuine writers. Like genuine writers, as in that understand what they're doing, or like connect to, basically. So yeah, but we've got so many good questions here. So but someone's asking, what comes first?
That point, I feel like it is sometimes hard to allow yourself to get into that space, because you don't necessarily want to revisit those feelings that you're feeling. And it can sometimes put you in a funk for a while.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily want to be there.
I know.
So you kind of have to pick and choose your time. So
definitely. Yeah. There's a question I'm going to throw at you because I'm not going to answer this. Okay. Somebody goes, are your exes getting a cut of your revenue?
They ain't getting nothing. They ain't getting a penny. Yeah? Nothing. No way, mate. No way.
Exactly.
I'm capitalizing off of what you decided to do. So you must now live with that for the rest of your life.
Well, yeah. Well, good.
I always there's a saying that I read time ago, and it was like, don't get on a writer's bad side because you will be a story forever. And it's true.
Who was I listening to? It was what's her name? Ambrosia. What's her name? Marsha Ambrosia. I went to one of her shows, and literally her whole album is about her past relationships. And in each one, she was like, "Thank you for the checks. Thank you for the checks." And I was like, "Wow!" Even like Adele, most of her songs about her past relationship, and she just says thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't think they should. I would say all I would do is say thank you for the life experiences. Now, how am I going to turn this into monetary value?
Real talk. You're not about to have me in my feelings and I'm getting nothing out of it. No way. No way.
I love it. So, someone also asked the question, says define songwriting to a layperson. So I'll begin by saying songwriting is basically, like we talked about, writing about your expressing your thoughts and your thought processes on paper. That's basically it. Expressing your thought processes on paper and just basically having a kind of like a hook or rhythm to it. Do you know what I mean? So like there's a song that I heard recently, it was such an amazing song, like wash your hands, wash your hands. I don't know but that guy, just that simple song, wash your hands, it's become a hit. Everyone's singing it, and he appealed to so many audiences around, so that was amazing. So another person goes, what comes first? Is it the words, the melody, or both? What would you say?
What comes first? The words, I would say the melody, you know. I feel like the melody comes first for me. But then sometimes the music comes first. So like I said, it just depends on what mood I'm in, what space I'm in at the time. I feel like I'm so lucky and blessed that I can play instruments that can express how I'm feeling without using the words, and then being able to add the words to the music. So I feel like it's great to have another skill like that under your belt, because it just allows you to be so free and you don't have to wait for anyone. I'm not waiting for this person to get back to me and this person and this. It's long. It gets too long. By the time that they get back to me, I'm like, I'm over this song now. That's it. I can't bothered.
It's true. It isn't long, but we're grateful for those who are able to help.
Yes, we are. So, just...
You know yourselves, we're grateful too.
Yeah.
Just think about everybody. Oh, great. Another question is, so how can you make a song a hit?
It depends what a hit means to you, I would say.
You watch on my show? You watch on the show?
Because for me, it's a hit. To me, is something that makes people feel something when they're listening to it. Whereas for other people, a hit might be topping the charts.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just like, okay, but I'm not making music to top the charts. I'm making music so that people can actually feel something, especially in this generation, because I feel like, it's almost like no one wants to have feelings anymore. And everyone's trying to lock that in a box and not trying to open it. So for me, that's what a hit means to me. So the way that I would write a hit, in my opinion, is just writing from experience. But yeah, so like I said, depends on what you define as a hit.
And I also feel like if people receive what you've written, like for example, Spanish Rose, it's so catchy on every level. You've got the melody, they've got the song, like the melody, like the rhythm. Dun, 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 dun. To me, that's not really conventional at this time, but it's what's needed because it's different. Like as a songwriter as well, I'm so careful what I listen to because I can easily be influenced by that. So if I'm listening to a song and it has like, let's say, loads of words in it that's not so great, I'm gonna write another hit with loads of words in, but not like with all those bad stuff. So definitely, whatever you like, what you listen to makes a difference. Also to help you, and also as going back, what makes a hit is if your audience receive like the purpose in which you intended it for. To me, that's a big deal because everybody can write. Everybody can write, but some people can't really convey the message that they want to. And for me, it's all about the message. That reminds me, another question that somebody asked was, so that means anybody can write a song then?
Of course.
Yeah, more or less. Everybody can write a song. Yeah.
To be honest, music is so subjective right now. Everyone can write a song, and it depends on who's listening to it that might identify with it and not identify with it as much, but everyone can write a song.
Everyone, listen, literally, it's I think it's within everyone to write a song. Amazing, guys. There's so many, like, we've got so many people watching us and so many good questions that's coming through. Somebody did say, I don't think it's fair that your exes don't get a cut.
You sound like you're an ex. What do you mean?
From a place, isn't it? Layla! Too much. It's not fair. That comment got me real good. What else? Are there any songs? Oh, this is a good one. Thank you for this one. Guys, are there any songs that you regret writing? Wow, that's a good one.
That's a very good one. I don't think so. There's, of course, I feel like for me, there are songs that I'm very much over. I'm like, all right, like I don't want to listen to, I don't want to hear this song anymore. I don't want to sing this song anymore because I'm just not in that space anymore. But I feel like there's so much stuff that I've written that I don't regret because it's shaped me into the writer that I am now. And it's just an evolution of my thought process and of my songwriting in general. So no. What about you?
Baby girl. Baby girl. I've got a few that I've written that I was like, nah, this is not my best work. And that's because I lost focus for a minute. But like I say, that don't scrap any song that you've written because there will be a I wrote a song that I was like, oh, there's something to one side. Then there was another song that I wrote, I was like, oh, something in, put that to one side. Basically, I found that when I put all these, it was 3 songs, when I put all 3 songs together, it actually made one complete song. So never got published though, but but it's not a song that I regret, but it was one that I wasn't happy with the progress. And we've got we've got loads of, like, somebody saying, Jason Eberton here was talking about the production. He is amazing.
Really?
I did some work with him back in the day. So lovely. And you just talking about the production. What do you think about, I guess, that song? What can we, my question is, like, the whole process coming from an idea in your head, writing it down, and actually building a team that will complement your style of writing or complement what you like. What's that experience of that journey been like for you?
That has been a tough journey for me, I can't lie. I feel like it's taken me so long to find musicians that understand me and that understand the way that I view music, I would say. Because a major thing for me is, like I said, I don't like songs that are just there. For me, I don't like beats, if that makes sense. You know, when producers make beats, that's not my vibe. I like more of like
live
musical piece. Yes. Where it's like progressing as the verse goes on, as the chorus goes on. So it has been a long road to find people that understand the way that I think and the direction that I would like my songs to head in. But yeah, I'm happy, and I feel that there'll be more that will come into my life. But I'm glad for the people that I've found right now. So yeah.
Do you know what? I totally agree with you. I think for us as creatives, it's like people don't understand, when you have a concept in your mind, you're like, this is like, there's a reason why this concept is in my mind, or this is like, for me, I would hear the beats, I would hear the instruments, I would hear what, but I'm more of a live artist. So all my stuff is recorded as live. Sometimes I do struggle with the beat sometimes, but I can easily write to, but I think having live instruments kind of like embellishes on my work. So having to interpret your ideas to someone else, like to put together for you, that is hard.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my first project, it took about, I think, 10 years. Sorry. Okay. Got a little sniffle. It took about 10 years to actually find a team that will actually deliver what I actually visioned. Yeah. And it's like, I remember working with somebody many years ago, and they were like, "Oh, your idea is great, but I'm gonna use it as a remix." I was like, "Hello." I was like, "What you talking about, Willie?" Like, what you talking about? I was like, "No." I was like, "It's my idea, my concept.
We're gonna have it real. That happens so much. It's hard. It happens so much. Like it's happened to me, and it's happened to so many other songwriters that I know. But it's good that you stuck your ground, because
you have to.
You know, it especially in this industry, it's so easy to kind of cave in and listen to what other people are saying.
Yeah, and then before you know it, you're not even having a cut from your work. Do you know what I mean? Well, there we go. Okay, so we've got some great questions. Someone goes, do you feel like sometimes you want to remix your songs?
Not me personally, but you know, like when other people want to do a remix to my song, like I'm more than happy, and people have done it in the past. I think it's cool because it's like your work and your art is being taken in a different direction that you wasn't necessarily gonna take it in. Yeah. So I feel like I quite like, you know, remixing stuff, but not me personally doing it, but
yeah. Like, if you want to take on the project, feel free. Yeah, I like the foundation. Amazing. I've got another question here. It says, what separates the top artist from the rest? Oh, so let me interject there. Think about it, because that's a big one. if you've got more questions, guys, I'm loving the interaction today. So if you've got more questions, please feel free to just add. Yeah, the questions are amazing. But yes, so going back to that question, what separates the top artist from the rest?
Again, it depends on
It's a lot.
it. Yeah, it depends on what you consider top, and what genre that you're referring to, because I feel like in the pop world, what's really hitting is a certain type of look and a certain type of sound, and it's not something that is building a sustainable career. Unfortunately, it's in this day and age, it's very quick, one hit, come on. And I feel like, yeah, if you're looking at the pop scene, it's just a particular type that everyone is looking for, and that, you know, record labels are looking for, and that they've seen a formula and they're following that formula and reproducing it. Whereas I feel like if you look at stuff like, I don't know, R&B and soul, neo soul, that kind of genre, and even folk music, it's what's actually separating people, I would say, is the genuinity of not only their music, but of them as people. It translates over into their music. So I feel like that is a big one, and just having the right team, that's a major one, and that's what will take you to new heights, and that's what will take you there. And it's one of those things that it's like, it's a lot of luck, but it's also about creating your own luck.
Sorry. With a little bit of luck, we that was a jam. Anyway, sorry.
You're so silly.
Carry on.
Oh, no. Oh gosh, but yeah, it's a little bit of luck, but it's about putting yourself in the position to create that luck and receive that luck, which is essentially all that we can do, and just continue to work hard. You know, if you're putting it out there, what you put out there is, you're going to attract it back into your life. So yeah.
Awesome. Oh my days. Is there anything like you want to share? I think our time is running out, but this is amazing. I think I'm really enjoyed this.
Yeah, no, so did I. Thank you for asking me to come.
Cool. Layla Lay, hello. Of course, honey. Of course, boo-boo. Yeah, so anything like you want to say, like you want to add to about the whole songwriting experience and everything?
If I had any tips for anyone, it's just be genuine to who you are, because ultimately that's what is going to translate to people. And don't necessarily look at trying to make things a hit, because it's just that's not going to work.
Yeah, just don't lose focus as well.
Yeah,
don't lose focus. Do what you're doing. Yeah, Layla. Question: Do you have a song you like to bless the people then with?
What, right now? Mabel.
Layla can sing everything. So guys, did I answer all your questions? Layla answered so many questions. You good.
Sorry.
You good.
I do go off on a tangent sometimes.
No, go for it, babes. Ain't no limit. So guys, we're gonna be wrapping up really soon, but I wanted to ask Layla to just sing a song for us, if she could.
I don't know what song to sing.
I know that's the hardest one. I've got a suggestion. What song do you sing that I really love? Well, there's quite a few actually. Let me take it easy. There's a lot of songs that you sing that I love.
Now I've got to sit upright, get my lungs in the right place.
Listen, so when I'm about to drop off this seat, yeah. Listen, it won't be a joke.
I don't know. There's so many songs.
And you, let me tell you something about Miss Layla. She knows every song. Sometimes, I remember one time I was like, I've been struggling for like 3 weeks to learn this one piece of song, yeah. And I get to the gig and I was like, Layla, do you know? She's like, yeah. I was like, what? I've been struggling for 3 weeks to learn this one track. And Layla's like, yeah. Everyone's saying, do a duet. It's hard to do a duet on
Yeah,
this.
do you know what? It's because there's like a lag. It's hard to do a duet on live, but that would have been cool though. That would have been cool. But I don't know, Mabel.
I know. You can sing like a song, like you know when we do gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
Which one of your favorite songs to sing? We sing for like weddings, events, and everything.
I don't know, Mabel.
I know. All right, guys, if you have a suggestion of what songs we could sing, just put it down.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your comments.
I don't know.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
It is.
It is. People think because we're singers, yeah, we have like loads of stuff. Like, I always recommend, like, if anyone, always have like at least 5 songs in your pocket. So if someone goes, oh, can you sing a song? Like, let me have a think. But then you have those 5 songs in your back pocket.
Yeah, that's not me, boy. Oh gosh.
Yeah, so let's see. A song that Layla sings, I'm like, whoo.
So many.
Oh.
I don't know.
You do such a great job in all of them.
There's not even one title that's coming up in my brain.
As in?
Not at all. But you know what? If we can't think of one here,
yeah,
I'm sure you're going to be doing more Facebook lives. And
yeah.
I'll come and sing a song on one of the other ones.
That'll be awesome. That'd be awesome. But you still have to sing a song. You can't get out of that one. It was a nice speech, Layla, but we'll not let you go.
I don't know what to sing, Mabel.
It was a nicely put. But, no. Someone say sing like Hallelujah. You know, okay. The Alexander Burke one.
Let me just
wait. Let me just sip my tea.
Get the vocals ready because. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and he pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
That's my friend. That's my friend. Layla, yes. Oh my days. Layla, you're so blessed. You're incredibly blessed. You're incredibly. You're such a great person, talent, joy to even know.
Make me cry.
Cry, girl, cry. That's some good stuff. Cry, let it out. Oh, Layla.
Oh, this is
Hallelujah.
so fun. Thank you for having me,
You know,
man.
everyone's like, wow, amazing. They're clapping.
Oh,
I'm sitting here putting love hearts. Wow, Layla, it's been awesome having you today.
Thank you so much for having me,
Oh,
man.
listen, you've got to come back. Do you know what, Layla?
I will. That was
You're my first official guest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey.
Eh, you have set the standard, like, like.
No, I've just been talking. I've just been talking, going off on everything.
No, but it's good stuff. It's good stuff. You've been amazing. My golly. Right, so Layla, what's next for the future? What you got in the works?
Well, I am planning on well, in obviously now we're in quarantine, so a lot of the plans that I did have, they've been kind of put on hold. But I have been making some music. Actually, I've been doing some covers. There will be a cover up very soon with me on harp and Daniel Eugene on keys and me singing. So we basically, he is so incredible. I can't even, like, just the most amazing keys player. But yeah, so we're gonna be releasing some of that stuff very soon. And then yeah, it's a bit tough, you know, to get things done in the quarantine because I don't really have access to studio like that. So
makes you grateful, isn't it?
I'm telling you, I'm like, I can't do this, I can't do this. It's just a lot. So
before quarantine, you're like, yeah, I could do it myself, and then it's like, oh,
can't do nothing. But yeah, I'm trying to make the most of this and just do as much as possible that I can at home. So yeah, that's it really.
Excellent. So how can people get to hear your material stuff? Like,
so all of my socials is Layla Lay. So Layla, and then second name Ley. I'm all on Tidal, on Spotify, on Apple Music, all the major streaming sites. And yeah, if you head to my Instagram, which is what I'm usually on the most, that's where you'll find just some more clips from me doing some bits.
Excellent. It's been so great. People are just too much. They're like, yes, Mabel, your turn. You can sing one of the songs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you tried it, Mabel. You really tried it.
But listen, we're running out of time.
Oh, you see that? You see that, Mabes? Cheeky.
we're seriously running out of time. Do you know what I mean? So definitely, well, I'll do something later. But I'm always doing something. This is not my time to like enjoy now and just.
No, but you know, we want to hear. We want to hear, Mabel.
Then tune in next week, same time, same place.
Them plugs there. You see you, yeah. You had me see it on here, and now you don't even want to bless us. How dare you?
Someone said, thank you so much. Everyone say thank you later.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, they're amazing. Don't you just love technology? Yeah, everyone's amazing. I think they find us hilarious because I keep seeing like laughing emojis.
Oh, that's good.
At least they're crying.
Oh, isn't it?
Fun. But yeah, it's been real. It's been so real, and I love it. Yeah, so you have to come back definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Man, whenever I'm down.
Another collabo. But yeah, Layla, all the best in everything that you do.
Thanks, maybe, baby.
She sang my name. Oh, it's been real. It's been a real joy. Cool. I've had a great time with you today. Thank you so much for being a guest at the show and stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
I don't know. Do you have any ideas? What should I talk about next week?
Oof.
Like,
I'll hit you up later. I don't know.
Yeah. I think about that one. Yeah. Oh, someone said very entertaining, girls.
Ah, thanks.
Lovely chat.
Blush.
No, but it was great. I had such a great time. Amazing.
So did I actually. It was good.
Thank you. So yeah, all the best in everything. Feel free to share this with anyone that you want to, because it'd be great for people to kind of like someone said natural. You guys are natural good vibes.
Aww.
Sweet. And I didn't pay them. I'm telling you, I didn't pay them. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely having you on. All the best in everything that you do, Layla.
Thank you too.
And yeah, come back.
Make sure you take care during these COVID times.
Yeah, just take it. How you okay, I keep asking you questions, isn't it? Like,
it's
but
okay.
how are you coping through this time as a musician?
It's to be fair, as a musician, you know, when you're doing it full time, you have to kind of prepare yourself in all eventualities. So I've been cool. I've been all right. Obviously, I actually was mid tour and then I had to come off tour and go straight into lockdown. So I feel like I've been in lockdown longer than anyone. To be honest, I ain't really see no one. So, but nah, it's cool though. It's all right. It's yeah, I'm just spending more time on music and stuff and working out. So you have to look at the blessings. You know, we're all alive and healthy and well.
Definitely.
So yeah, just trying to make the most of it, really.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, so much is happening and we can't control.
Yeah.
Well, I always recommend that people just, you know, keep themselves active, keep themselves creative. Like, as a musician, we don't get this kind of time off.
Real
talk. We don't get this time. Like, I remember the first few weeks, granted I was unwell and all that, but I was sleeping and I was waking up at feeling refreshed, because we work too much. Like, it's constantly one gig to the next gig to the next gig to the next, call people, chasing people. Do you know what I mean? We love what we do. We love it, and you can tell that we love it because it's selfless. We don't have to be running around like we do, but it's because we enjoy it and it's for the love of music. So yeah, so I think this is a time for like musicians and singers to kind of like recharge, put a plan together. This is what I'm going to aim to do. This is what I'm planning to do. This is how it's going to be different from next time. I won't be like, I know for me personally, I'm cutting way back and actually seeing what I'm investing my time in, because I do need that time, because it's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, and just remain positive. Positive. Write about something, write something. And yeah, that's all I'll say. But yeah, it's been amazing.
Thanks for having me, girl.
Slay. Yeah. That's all her handles. Definitely check her out. She's amazing and you won't regret it, trust me. And yeah, just keep us posted and we'll keep posting some of your work as well on the Gospel Touch website. Yeah, definitely. Layla, you know I love you, girl.
I love you, girl. Thank you for having me. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Layla. You're amazing. Bye. Guys, that was Layla. Oh my days, this was one of the best interviews I've done. We've got so many things coming up in store very, very soon. And yeah, had so much fun cracking up. But as you can see with Layla, it's a genuine passion for music. She actually embodies music. That's what I see Layla. When I see Layla, I see music. And it's just lovely to watch her do her stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's all we have time for, but tune in next week, same time, 6:30. If you have a suggestion of what topics we should do or cover, just send me a message or send Gospel Touch a message. I'll get it and stuff like that. But it's been amazing. I hope you took something out of this interview. And yeah, one more time, thank you Gospel Touch for this wonderful opportunity, and also thank you Layla for coming and being a guest of the show. So guys, without further ado, this is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. Feel free to share this to anyone else that will be interested, or somebody that basically stuck in their songwriting, just share the post. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much, and I've had a great time. Hopefully see you next week. Take care. God bless. Bye.